It is September 16th and I got a massage last night. I have a fresh pair of sneakers on today. I have told myself time and time again that after this marathon, I'm really gonna take it easy for a couple of weeks. I wanna have a couple of easy weeks to recover and then get ready to run my 20-mile Tackle the Trail race. Alrighty, 8 miles are done. I felt pretty good. It is Thursday, September 17th, and it's not too cold out. It's kind of warm-ish, so I have long sleeves on. I'll probably end up taking that off, and I don't know. I'm gonna go do probably about 4 or 5 miles, and that's it. Why is recovery after a marathon so important? Whether you're an elite or a back of the packer, 26.2 miles is a long way. That's a lot of stress on your body. It causes muscular, cellular, and immune system damage. I will actually be surprised if I don't have a cold within the next few days. And it takes a good 3 to 14 days to fully recover from a marathon. I'm trying to help my recovery process by running very few miles. I'm making sure that I'm eating well, plenty of carbs, plenty of protein, plenty of fruits and veggies. Generally, I don't have a problem with eating. I'm making sure I'm adding plenty of foam rolling and massages. And one of the most important things is the one that I struggle with the most, and that is sleeping. If I could get 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night, that would be amazing. But realistically, if I get 5 hours of sleep, I'm happy with that. Don't be afraid to take recovery seriously. You'll be much better off if you recover properly than if you don't. 4 miles, done. I'm trying to enjoy the low mileage while I'm running it, but I just feel like, only 4, but I gotta get to work. I got a lot of stuff going on, so I wouldn't have time to do much more anyway, so just enjoy it, Jocelyn. Just enjoy it. You'll be training again soon enough, and you'll be complaining about it, how hard it is. You can't do it. You don't want to. Enjoy this. 4 miles, 8:55 pace, done. It's Friday, September 18th, and it's not super cold. It's not like real chilly, but it's not super warm. So I have a long sleeve shirt on today, which I will probably take off at some point. I feel like for the past, I don't know, since I started tapering really, that I've gained like 10 pounds. Like I really feel like that. Like I feel like my stomach is even more bloated than usual. I did gain a couple of pounds according to my scale, but I don't know. I just don't want to feel like this anymore. It's a big airplane. And I keep telling myself, start watching what you're eating, start paying better attention, and I'm not. So I have to start doing that because I don't like feeling like this. Where are you going? I want to come. But I gotta get moving. I'm only doing like maybe 5 or 6 miles today, maybe, but Wyatt's gotta be logged on into school at 8:20, and Gavin's gotta be at the bus stop by then, so I gotta get moving. I was on a WebEx call last night for Tackle the Trail, that trail race that I'm running in a few weeks. It was cool. They were just going over how the whole contactless thing is gonna go and the rolling start and all that. But they like mentioned my name 4 or 5 times in this like 20-minute WebEx meeting. I kind of know the race director and her assistant. I've met with them a couple of times to talk race stuff before, and I've run the race a couple of times. But every time they mentioned my name, I was kind of like, oh my God, like why? I'm such a dork, I know.
Hi, little chicken. Don't get hit by a car. You're very cute. Goodbye. Go.
6 miles done. I gotta get moving or I'm gonna be late, which is kind of the story of my freaking life.
Miles, 8:53 pace, done.
It is Sunday, September 19th, and I'm heading out to meet Jill for, I think, what is quite possibly going to be one of our last runs together in this area. For a while at least. We'll see. But I'm sad. I gotta get going. Clearly, I did not sleep well again last night. Of the 3 Boston marathons that I've run, this jacket from 2018 is my favorite one, the one that I'm the most proud of. Not only was it my first Boston that I worked extremely hard to get to, it was my slowest Boston of all 3, and it was the hardest race I have ever run. The weather that year was incredible. It was awful. There was wind, sleet, snow, rain, wind. There are no words to describe how bad the weather was. I remember sitting in the athletes' village before the race, just thinking about how I could get back to my husband without actually running. I didn't have my phone with me, so running was my only option. And I am so glad that I did. I believe my time was 3:28, and that year there were more people that dropped out than any other year. It definitely helped build my mental toughness. I got through Boston 2018. I can pretty much get through anything. Man, just thinking about the weather that day is bringing back so many emotions. I am definitely proud of this jacket. I know most people probably don't even realize what it means, but I don't care. I do. So I went a little bit farther than I was intending to today. I went to 11 miles. I was really only planning on doing 6 or 8, so tomorrow I'm gonna have to make sure I keep it short.
Miles, 9:20 pace, done.
Monday, September 21st, and I am heading out to go do some easy miles. I may or may not meet up with Jill. I'm not really sure what she's doing, but I'm just gonna go do probably about 6 miles. That's my plan. All right, I am freezing, so I wanna get moving because I've been cold all morning and I just wanna warm up. Years ago, when I was in my early 20s, I had a gym membership and I was trying to get into running. One day, I was having a conversation with the lady that worked at the gym about running. Now, I don't remember what the exact conversation was. Maybe I might have mentioned that I don't run on rainy days or something, I don't know. But I will always remember what she said to me. Her exact words to me were, well, you aren't a real runner unless you run outside during the winter. I was young. I did not have the self-confidence that I have now, but that got inside my brain and I still think about it to this day. And I've thought many times of what I would say to her if I actually saw her again. I run thousands of miles a year. I run every single day unless there's a safety issue outside. In almost 4 years, I have only taken 1 day off because I was extremely sick. I ran until I was 35 weeks pregnant with my youngest. I have run 9 or 10 official marathons and a few unofficial ones as well. 5K, 10K, half marathons. I've raced them all. My PR in the marathon is 3:19. Does all of that make me a real runner now, bitch? And the thing is, I am pretty sure she was not a runner at all. But my point is, no matter where you are in your running journey, don't let anybody get inside your head.
10 miles, that should only have been 8:45 pace, done.
No motivation today? Hey, same here. My bed was so nice and warm this morning. It's staying dark so late now in the mornings. And it's 37 degrees. So whatever workout you are putting off right now, just stop. Once you get moving, you'll feel so much better. You'll be proud of yourself for getting it done. You'll feel better physically and mentally, and you'll have a clearer mind. I mean, really, what else is gonna do all that for you today? Put the phone down and go. 6 miles that I started off at 0 motivation, and it actually went pretty good. So I'm happy with that. I'm done.
6 miles, 8:42 pace, done.
So I kind of already went off of my recovery plan. I was going to keep it nice and easy for these first 2 weeks afterwards, and then I was going to add a longer run in a couple weeks on a Saturday and some speed work. But I have already run one 11 miler and one 10 miler, which I really wasn't planning on. So I don't know. I feel okay. I hope I'll be able to add the tempo and the speed work when it's time, but I don't know. I'm still kind of tired. And I am really trying to get my eating under control. It is Wednesday, September 23rd, and Jill is coming today. She's actually coming here because she no longer lives in town anymore. So I don't know why I'm so surprised because I just saw her on Monday. That was her last official day in town, but now she's coming back today. I'm not quite sure where we're going today. I think we're gonna do 5 or 6 miles, so wherever that leads us. Jill is back. There she is. Before Jill got here, I was like, what are we gonna talk about today, Jill? So I figured I would tell the story of how I met Jill. I had some friends that were running a local marathon, and I went to check on their results. And when I did, I saw a picture of a guy named Matt, Jill's husband, and it said that he was the winner of this marathon. And when I saw his picture, it had the name of our town on it. We live in a very small town, and I was like, wait a minute, there's a super fast runner that could win a marathon in my town? So I decided I had to find him. I looked him up on Facebook and I sent him a message, and I did not hear back from him for a very long time. And during that time, I basically stalked him. I was just trying to find out where he was. I saw him driving a couple of times, so I knew I was getting close. He really did not live that far from me. And then one day he did get back to me on Facebook, and I found Jill on his Facebook page, and I said we must be friends. And we've been friends and running buddies ever since, which I don't even know. How long has it been, Jill? Do you know?
5 years, 4 years.
5 years. It's got to be at least 5. All right, maybe 4.5 years.
6.2 miles, 9:30 pace.
Yesterday, I was getting back from my run at this time, and today, I haven't even left yet. My schedule is always changing.
This poor little squirrel is stuck. He keeps almost falling, and he's like, what do I do? Oh, whoa. Poor little buddy. Don't jump. Oh my God.
I have food on the brain today, and I think I pretty much like most foods. I'm not sure if that's because I'm pretty much always hungry or what, but there's really not much that I won't eat. And I'm lucky because I don't have any food allergies. I eat pizza, I eat French fries, I eat steak, but I also eat salad, tacos. I love tacos. I eat eggs and pancakes and bacon. There's definitely some foods that I eat more of than others. Oh, and candy. I love candy. Last year, I gave up eating candy for 7 months just to see if I could do it. But then I decided I missed candy, so I started eating it again. And my go-to drinks are coffee, water, and Gatorade. I don't drink soda or alcohol. 10 miles, all done. It got hot. I was not expecting to warm up quite like I did, but oh my gosh. It's got to be I don't know, 70 maybe? Maybe I'm aiming high on that one, but it's warm. Compared to what it's been these past couple of days, it's hot.
10 miles, 8:20 pace.
It's foggy and a little chilly today. I believe today is going to be a 6-mile day just because I have to get back and do school with Wyatt. Yesterday, I had to get my driver's license renewed, and I waited in line for 2.5 hours, and I had an appointment, so it was miserable. But my new license is coming, and I really wanted to make a silly face in the picture, but I had to refrain. But I don't know, it was quite an experience. Stupid COVID. All right, I gotta get going. Let's talk about some rules of running that you may or may not know. If you have to spit or snot rocket, if you're alone, it's not a big deal. But if you're around other people, try to be aware of where they are. Gross, I know, but it has to happen. That was a good one. I can breathe so much better now. You always have to watch out for yourself. Don't assume that other runners, cyclists, or drivers see you. When I come up to an intersection, if there's a car stopped at a stop sign, I always wave to them. If they wave back, I know they see me, I cross. If they don't wave back, I assume they don't see me, so I stop. Don't litter. This should be a general rule of life. But if you're running, you carried your fuel to start somehow, bring it all the way back to the garbage. Stay off private property. That's another rule of life. Don't pee or poop in anybody's yards. Of course, if it is a true emergency, there are exceptions to the rules. But this is somewhere I would try to go. Nothing here. When you're running with other people, it's okay to run shoulder to shoulder, but if there are cars coming, get in a single file line. If you see another runner while you're out, you can say hi if you want, or don't if you don't want to. I tend to say hello, but I am not offended if you don't. I was only planning on 6, went to 7 today. It ended as a pretty decent run.
7 miles, 8:23 pace.
I've been running for a few minutes and I still don't know exactly where I'm going or how far. I do know it's going to be a nice easy run. And if I run 6 miles today, I'll be at 50 for the week. And 50 is a nice number. So I think I'll be between 6 and 8 when I'm done. And I just spit on myself right there. I just ran by Jill's house and there are strangers living in her house and I don't like it. The good news is I am up the big hill and we are out of deer fly season. Last mile.